Goal Digger, Kimberly Olson here, back for another episode of #GetLit, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes. And for today's episode, we are in part 2 of how to plan out an entire year's worth of content. Yes, the entire year with Trello. By the end of this, you're going to have anywhere from 120 to 360 pieces of content. Yes, I'm going to blow your mind with this. Make sure you watch part 1 as well, because that way you can see the 2 different options for this, okay? So I am going to show you all of that and more in this video. Stay tuned. So we are going to plan out a year's worth of content in Trello. I know, it's my favorite thing ever. #Trello is life. I have the video, the board link below, and there's instructions on how to copy the board right in the corner where it says start here. There's also a tutorial on how to use the entire board. We're just going to focus on content creation right now, but you can use this board to literally create your content for social media. And all of that is inside that video. For today's training, we're going to get into content creation with your personal branding buckets. So how this is going to work is you are going to come up with 5 buckets that are going to round out your social presence online. And this is what we call the personal brand, because people need to know you, get to know you, build up that know, like, and trust factor. And part of this is coming up with types of content that you're going to share that's really going to shape who you are. But also it allows us to work in what we sell without selling to our audience. It's going to be very value driven. So I'm going to give you the 5 that I always recommend with those that I work with, but you can totally change this. And if you already have done this before, it might be a good idea to do a refresh and make sure that these buckets still make sense. Bucket number 1, we could do personal. So I recommend personal buckets for everybody. The reason why is because this is where you're going to share about yourself. So it could be a selfie, it could be a picture with you and your kids, your husband, a girl's trip. It could be just, something about you, right? I've posted the other day, what's your middle name? And there was like 300 comments in 2 seconds, right? Because people love that engagement piece. So personal buckets, the first one I recommend. And the second one I recommend is inspirational or motivational. Most of the women that I work with are female entrepreneurs. So they're going to be in some kind of self-development space, whether it's to make more money, strengthen relationships, or improve health. Bucket number 3, this one's a little tricky, but it's going to change your life. This is where you put your product, okay? So bucket number 3 is a product bucket, but we're going to expand out. We're going to go out a little bit. And so that way we can work our product in. So if you are in network marketing, direct sales, affiliate marketing, you sell courses, instead of saying buy my stuff all day long, you're going to ask yourself, what is a bigger topic or, niche? How could I niche out instead of down to include that in my content? For example, let's say you sold shampoo. Instead of talking about your shampoo all the time, this could be a beauty bucket, and you could share things about skincare, makeup, lashes, clothing, right? Accessories, jewelry, self-care, right? That's all beauty. And shampoo, taking care of your hair, helping it get thicker and grow and all the things, right? So now you're just becoming this beauty influencer instead of being somebody who sells shampoo and being a shampoo dealer. You don't want to build your personal brand off of a product, okay? Because there's a high probability you're going to shift gears at some point, and we don't want to build off of that product. We want to build off of you, okay? 4th one I recommend is business. And the 5th one could be a secondary thing that you sell, or it could be another product. It could be a hobby. It could be something else, maybe finances, to complement one of the other buckets, okay? All right, so this is how you're going to do the content piece. So once you've determined your 5 buckets, you're going to come here. And then under here, it says content ideas. So you're going to add content ideas. So with personal, this is, obviously personal, but it could be, your middle name. It could be where you're from, sports you played as a kid. Okay. So what are all the things about you that you could share, but you're also going to ask your audience? So you're not just going to say, oh, I grew up in Michigan. That's not going to be your post. It's going to be, grew up in Michigan. I live in Austin, Texas, but I grew up north of Detroit. Where are you from? Where did you grow up? You'll have so many people engaging. Okay, these personal ones are awesome. Then you're going to go, so you want to have a lot, like at least 10, ideally 30 things on here. Okay. And then bucket number 2 is inspirational. So what could you do for that's inspirational? Quotes are great, inspiring stories, even maybe it's even a testimonial of someone that you've worked with and you want to inspire others with their story, your own inspirational story. So what are some different content ideas with inspiration, motivation? We already went over the example with the beauty bucket, but what could you share around beauty? What are all the things? It could be some tips, how to look more rested if you didn't get a lot of sleep. And let me show you some websites I really like. I did show this on part 1. Answerthepublic.com. We use this in our coaching programs. Literally discover what people are asking about. This website populates all the questions that people are asking on any topic under the sun. Okay. The other thing is you can just do a quick Google search. Best beauty tips. If you were on this third bucket here, and then it's going to say people who also ask. What is the best beauty tip? How can I improve my beauty tips? How can I look pretty naturally, right? And then when you click this arrow and click it up, it gives you, it looks sincere, but it gives you more ideas. Okay, what is the best beauty tip? Open, close, it's going to populate more like that. Okay, so you can also use Google or Pinterest, YouTube. Those are all great places to be able to generate ideas for these personal branding buckets. Okay, so if you, once you do that, like I said, you're going to have a lot of ideas for that. And then what I definitely want you to do is watch part 1, because then you can see how to build out the monthly themes. And when you do that, you're literally going to have a theme for every month, content ideas galore for each month. And then you're going to infuse your personal brand into that and go over here under Monday, and you can start mapping it out. So instead of staring at your phone, like during the headlights, you're going to come on social media confidently, strategically, with intention and purpose. And it's going to be so obvious who you are, what your brand is all about. And people are way more likely to engage with you. But most importantly, you're going to enjoy the whole process of social media a lot more than you probably are right now. And you're probably going to be a lot more consistent. Okay, so I'll include the link to the other video. I'll include this board for you as well. And if this was helpful, click the link to subscribe or the thumbs up wherever you're at. Follow this page. And if it was helpful, throw it in your stories and tag me, take a screenshot, tag me at the Gold Digger Girl for, let me know that you watched this. And I would love to give you a shout out for doing that as well. Okay. So go crush it with Trello, because it is amazing. And I can't wait to hear how you do with it. So remember, until next time, get work business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you soon.